being HB1 is different. It's not just a depth chart thing. It's you feel it in the hallway, in the cafeteria, in the way strangers suddenly know your middle name thing. People I never talked to before were hitting me with, "Yo, Deuce, big game this week." And it wasn't fake. They were already picturing me breaking tackles under the Kroger field lights. But let's be real, that glow from the Texas game, yeah, it came with shadows. The whole Audrey thing from bye week had cooled off, at least on the surface. But I could feel my girl still checking the temperature. She's been at every home game, yelling loud enough to get flagged. But now, we were headed on the road to Kentucky, and she had a volleyball tournament, which meant no sideline nods, no post-game hug. Just me, my team, and however loud their blue and white crowd could get. Coach kept it short in our Monday meeting. Kentucky's ranked. You want to stay HB1, you got to prove it against the big boys. The room got quiet, and all I could think about was how this wasn't just about one Saturday. It was about cementing my spot. The veterans were watching. The coaches were watching, the internet was watching, and somewhere in between, Pops was probably mowing the lawn while listening on the radio. The week was a blur of practice reps and group chats. Audrey sent a good luck text midweek. Just shocked the world. My girl, she sent me a playlist called Run Through Them. Different energy. One was high. One was a reminder. I listened to hers. Travel day, I sat on the bus looking out at the highway, thinking about how Kentucky had dudes bigger than our O-line in some spots. It's one thing to visualize the game in your head. It's another to hear stories from last year's guys about their linebackers being built like they eat bricks. But fear? Nah, it was more like respect with a side of let's see what happens. Walking into Kroger Field, it hit me. This place felt like an arena, not a stadium. Blue everywhere. Their fans were already loud during warm-ups. Then I see one of their cheerleaders give me a nod, the kind where you're not sure if it's friendly or scouting. I jogged back to our sideline quick before my girl saw it on social media. Kickoff's coming, helmet on, and I'm trying to block out everything. The noise, the rankings, the what-ifs. Just me, my guys, and a chance to put South Carolina on the map again. Pop's voice in my head, first down over first dance. Yeah, but if we win tonight, maybe I get both.
2nd and 8. They'll go to the counter. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes one man miss. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess with.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
7, Kentucky, 3.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Sellers. He's got it on the left. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the 2nd half and start making some plays.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy does.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Heaves it on the run. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense.
Looking for a gap, it's Tate. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Tate. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit.
Final whistle. Scoreboard glowing 24-17. We just knocked off Dobler 13 Kentucky in their own half. I'm standing there, helmet in one hand, trying to catch my breath while the crowd files out in stunned silence. This wasn't just a win, this was validation. HB1 wasn't some mid-season experiment anymore. I was here to stay. But let me tell you, it wasn't all clean. I had 84 yards on 22 carries, 1 touchdown, and 1 fumble that made me feel like the earth stopped spinning for about 3 seconds. When I came to the sideline after that, Coach didn't yell. He just looked at me like he was handing me a test back and waiting to see if I'd read the grade. I tightened my chin strap and went back in like my scholarship depended on it, because it kinda did. The game was a blur of collisions and chaos. Their defense talked a lot. At one point, a linebacker told me, "You're not making it to halftime." I told him, "Cool, see you in the 4th." He didn't laugh, but our O-line did, and they started blocking like they took it personal. I made sure to dap them up after every drive. Big guys remember who feeds them respect. When we sealed the game, I spotted one of their cheerleaders, the same one from warm-ups, giving me a slow clap. I pretended not to see it. The last thing I needed was my girl finding a boomerang of that on someone's story before I even got back to the locker room. Speaking of, I checked my phone after the post-game huddle. My girl had already texted. Proud of you, now keep that ball in your hands. A call back to Pop's word for word. I typed back, always a ball in one hand, you in the other. Respectful, technically. She left me on red for a good 5 minutes before hitting back with a single word. If you know, you know. Audrey, she sent a gif of a crown with RB1 under it. I laughed and this time hit her with the classic thumbs up emoji. No words, no fire emojis, growth. In the locker room, it was loud. Music up, helmets banging against lockers. Dudes yelling about rankings and bowl games. But when Coach called for quiet, he said something that stuck with me. Tonight wasn't perfect, but it was tough. Tough wins in the SEC means something, and if you can win ugly, you can win big. That's the thing. This wasn't my cleanest game. It wasn't the most yards, the flashiest highlight reel, but it was grit. It was learning that the HB1 title doesn't mean you're supposed to dominate every snap. It means you show up even when it's ugly, and you give your team a chance to finish on top. As we loaded the bus, I sat by the window, forehead against the glass, letting the hum of the engine mix with the ringing in my ears. The guys were already talking about next week, about how this win changes everything. I just sat there staring out at the Kentucky night, thinking about Pop's words. First down over first dance. Tonight, we might have gotten both.